Welcome back to Cards and Comics. I have another 90s box break again on my journey to open every box from the 90s that was made for baseball cards. Today I have 96 Upper Deck Series 2. Series 2, not Series 1. So let's talk about it a minute, okay? Let's frame where we are in history right now. So Topps is kind of hit it pretty big with prospects in the Bowman products and refractor. So what's Upper Deck going to do? Well, they come back with some prospect cards. In fact, in the Series 1, there's these blue chip prospect cards, which are pretty cool. Some of the nicest cards I think Upper Deck made in the 90s. But what they really leaned in on was die cuts. So this product here has a lot of die cuts. In fact, two big insert sets, Hot Commodities and Run Producers, are pretty much focus on die cuts. So that was Upper Deck's sort of response to how are we going to make the cards cooler, was foil and die cuts. And so the Hot Commodity, in fact, they even advertise it right here on the pack. Die cut inserts, yeah. They were leaning all in, right? So as far as how this series looks compared to Series 1, the blue chip prospects in Series 1 have a blue foil that matches the color of the card. I think that really sets that set off. It's one of my favorite die cut insert sets. And they're not super expensive anymore, but they were pretty expensive when they first came out. They were really cool. The Hot Commodities, which are basically veterans, are nice, but they didn't match the color of the foil with the color of the card. If they'd had red or orange foil, that would have made that card look so much better. It's got silver foil. Let's talk about the Hot Commodities are about 1 in 36 packs. So this box is 32 packs, so hopefully we hit one. The Run Producers set is 1 in 71. And it's die cut like a home plate with gold foil on it. So it's a really nice card. So those two cards are really cool. There's other card sets or insert sets in here. There's the Predictor set, which basically if the card, it's a game. Like Topps the same thing. If the player on the front does something, then you win a card set. Okay, that's Predictor. They're like 1 in 12. The VJ Lavero is basically like just a cool photography set. They're 1 in 6. Hideo Nomo Highlights is like 1 in 24. Think about the same as Cal Ripken cards as well. So again, and Predictor's like 1 in 6. So it's like you're gonna get some inserts. Hopefully we get the Hot Commodities. Hopefully we hit the Run Producer. But that's it. There's no real autographs. There isn't, this is still early in the game. Even though it's 96, not every product had game use. Not every product had autographs yet. So again, this is back when it was still pretty rare to hit those kind of inserts. So here we go, guys. We're going to open this. I got a drink here. I'm going to try not to spill it while I'm doing this. But my throat's a little dry. Working outside all day, getting the house, the yard all picked up and all that stuff. Weather's turning nice here, so we're gonna get the barbecue going and all that stuff. So it's kind of fun. I mean, hey, that's the fun part, man. Like enjoying the warm weather for the first time. Upstate New York, man, we don't get a lot of warm weather. It feels like it all comes at once. Like it goes from winter to summer, it feels like. All right, let's open this bad boy up and see what we got. There's the packs, guys. All right. And this is a lot of packs, so I'm sorry this is going to be a long video. If I take 1 minute per pack, this is still going to be a 30-minute video. And I'm sorry. I know people, maybe I can edit better, but it's hard. I've tried editing pack openings where I try to shorten it down, like Zuri does. I mean, but my gosh, like it is a thing to do that. I'm going to tell you, it is a thing. It's not easy to do what he does. He makes it look easy, but that dude is a machine. I really respect watching him open packs because he does it so effortlessly, and he makes it so clean, and it is hard to do it like he does. All right, we'll zoom in a little bit closer. Oop. Quit bouncing. Here we go. First pack. This is what's real funny about this product is This is around the time I went to college. So I didn't open a lot of this. This is kind of like a set that I really missed to some extent. There's rookies in here. Like this is Brooks Ganesh. I don't think there's anything in here from a rookie perspective that's really amazing. Now, what I will say is this base design is one of my favorite base designs of Upper Deck in the 90s, because this bronze foil with the silver foil, it's classic, man. It's a really nice looking card. So they did a great job on that. I think Frank Thomas's base card's in here. So we'll go through. It looks like everything is flipped, so we can just turn it over. There's Dante Bichette. That's cool. Ryan Klesko. Hitchcock. There's Ozzie Smith. That's a nice looking Ozzie. See, like I said, Upper Deck still did a great job with photography, and they did such a good job. Now here is the first VJ Lavero. So that's what this is. This is like it's Tony Gwynn. So it's like just a fun photograph set. So that's an insert. Then Diamond Debut, Sal Fasano, and then Best of Generation. I think this is just a subset. There you go. And so there could be a Griffey in that. So we still have chances of Griffey here, just not a base card. But there's a Frank Thomas, so. All right. Trying to get orientated here. And open them a little faster. I'll stop if I see a player that looks cool that we want to talk about. There's Albert Bell. It's a really funny photo of him. It's almost like he's not doing it. Like this looks like he's just faking running, not really running. Okay. Nice, Ricky Henderson. Look at that. Very cool. I don't even remember him playing for that team, but say Potters. Todd Van Poppel. Then here is Strange But True Greg Maddux. Again, that's a subset card. So, kind of cool. Greg Maddux card. A lot of base cards coming. I do like the fact they're doing this whole weird, like, you get 10 cards plus 2 free. Like, it's just 12 card pack, guys. Come on. Come on, guys. We don't have to do it that way. Levon Hernandez. Now, I think this is his true rookie card. So that is a Levon Hernandez rookie card. So I'll just say that here. That's kind of cool. Now, he was definitely good for a long time. There's Doug Drabeck batting. That's a really weird photo of him, but hey. And also in the dreaded Houston garb. Al Martin. Mike Myers, and then it looks like he has star rookie in every pack. This is Ray Ordonez, and again, he was very good. Remember, Ray Ordonez has one of the first game jersey cards ever issued, which is weird, but it's like Gwen, Griffey, and Ordonez, and then Upper Deck, true to its terrible collation, there's another one, back-to-back Ordonez cards. Sometimes it is fun to see the photos, like, because Upper Deck had great photography. That was always been a hallmark of Upper Deck. They had great photography. The sets are fun to put together because you just got all that. Okay, here's our first predictor card. It's Pete Shorrock, National League Pitcher of the Month. So if he was National League Pitcher of the Month, then you win. You send his card in, there's the whole game on the back. So I think it's like a 12 card set or something. I don't know. It's very, like this kind of stuff is just, how it is. It's like it gets complicated, and then 30 years later, no one really cares. There's another Levon Hernandez. So that's kind of cool. So Derek Bell. Oh man, Operation Shutdown in person. Sometimes I get Derek Bell and Derek Lee mixed up. So I think this time I got it right. I think on a previous video, someone mentioned I got those two guys mixed up. Another Ozzie Smith. Remember, we already hit Ozzie Smith once. It's a cool Craig Biggio. That's an awesome photo of him jumping over the dude. Like I said, the base cards, of Upper Deck have always been amazing. And again, this is still a time when people put sets together. So I'm sure there's people out there who've got these sets, set of this in a binder, and it's a cool set to go through. I'm going to tell you, like, it's got great photography, and you know, like I said, we weren't so hit friendly or hit obsessed back in the day. So here's a checklist, and it's Sparky Anderson. It's a really cool photo of him. I mean, that's just pretty cool. Have a classic photo of him. The Shields, Pat Kelly. All right. Lindy Dykstra. Trevor Hoffman. So, Denny Martinez, Ryan McGuire. And there's our first triumvirate card. The three guys I try to always pull. Jeter, Griffey, and Thomas. And there you go. First one. These packs feel like they're full of cards. I mean, this feels like it's more than 12 cards. There's a Buck Showalter. That's kind of cool. Santiago, Cordova. There's a Wade Boggs. Wade Boggs collector out there. Hope you watch the video. There you go. There's your guy. All right, another predictor. Who's it going to be? Oh, Paul Wilson. So we're pulling the fire with the predictors today. Again, hot commodity is the run producers are the insert sets du jour here. Looking for. And I just kind of wonder when the card count went way down in the hobby. It feels like this is like one of the last years where you had so many cards in a pack. Steve Avery, there's a Mark McGuire. It's always fun to see Mark McGuire playing first base. We don't really think of him as a real fielder. But he was a good fielder for first baseman. Roberto Alomar, Todd Jones. I mean, Bozio. He had to do that for the Cardinals for sure. I mean, they didn't have anywhere else to put him because he had if he had to be out on the field, he had to play a position. There's Cal Ripken in Best of Generation. So almost like a third through the box. And we hit two predictors and one of the VJ Lavero cards. So 3 inserts so far, so not bad. Another Al Martin, Dean Palmer, John Smoltz. Flip it over. There's Canseco again as a Red Sox. It's Randy Johnson. The Cy Young Award winner logo there. That's pretty cool. Eckersley still playing. Nice. Remember, this is like 20 years later, man. Like he had 40 something saves that year too. No, 29, sorry. But still, like, I mean, his rookie card 76. All right. Tom was sort of. It's interesting they put the managers on the checklist. It's kind of funny. Kind of amusing. All right. Third of the way through. Pretty much. Bobby Abreu. Yeah, pretty good player. Okay. Lee Smith. Wow, he was still playing too. Kind of makes sense. I mean, his rookie card's 82. And he had 37 saves that year. There's the Cal Ripken base. It's kind of cool. I'll keep that out. The cards I keep out are going to be put in sleeves, and I have a whole box of cool 90s cards. I'm just going to stick them in there. If I ever do card shows again, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to have a big box of these cards that I've been opening here, and just have a lot of them in that $1.50 kind of thing. But I mean, 50 cents for a 96 Upper Deck Cal Ripken. I mean, it's kind of cool. But most of them are going to be, again, Jeter, Griffey, and Thomas. So, but yeah, I've had a lot of people since I've been doing these videos ask me about what I do with the cards after I open the packs, and that's what I do. I open the cards, I separate them. Hall of Famers and stars that I know people look for. I pin them in sleeves, top loaders. I pin them in these big binders or big boxes that I have, and then eventually when I go to shows, they'll go out and we'll see if people want them. And if they don't want to pay 50 cents for a 96 Frank Thomas or whatever, then I guess I'll just keep it. There's Frank. There's the big hurt. That's his base card. That's cool. Love that angle of that shot. And you know just see how massive this dude is. Just, oh, that guy's huge. There's another VJ Lovero again, and it's the same one. So we hit 3 of them, and 2 of them are the exact same. Now I got some room on my table. I can start kind of separating. Now there's the Lovero cards. It's the base. Lovero. It's the base. And then this will be the predictor over here. As I get more space here, I'll kind of move them in. It's a base, Frank Thomas, Vaughn. So I fit 3 Loveros, 2 the same player, and I fit 2 predictors. No better inserts than those 2. So these are the common ones. So let's see if we get anything better than those guys. All right, Pagnozzi. He could have been. I thought he was going to be a Hall of Famer at some point. I think it's hard for catchers, man. Bobby Bonilla. What did Bobby Bonilla do that year? He hit 20. What was that? 28 home runs and 99 RBI. So he was still pretty good. It's funny. He's not with the Mets anymore. A good year. He hit 329. Yeah, that's a good year. That dude was still pretty good. I think the fact that it's like he was good after he left, better when he left the Mets. So he's got all their money, plus he played better with someone else after he left. Barry Larkin, nice card. MVP, there you go, Barry Larkin. Jose Rijo, who was a good pitcher for the Reds. And then Mike Grace. And Mike Piazza, best of. So I'm going to move my base cards out so I have more room. I'm just going to stack them and go back into it. There's so many cards you get in a box of this. It's one thing, if you like a lot of cards, these are the kind of products to open. All right. So we start seeing all the doubles. So Bobby Jones. Some of these are new. There's Kirby Puckett. And again, even on the subsets, they do a good job getting some of these photos to be cool. But we've not hit a Griffey, not a subset, not an insert. So we're still hoping for an actual cool insert. One of the 2 big inserts in here. Again, you're not guaranteed either one of those, so we could get skunked. Uh-oh, here's something. Oh, it's a Hideo Nomo. These cards are cool. Look at that. Wow. Wow. Like Owen Wilson. Wow. That's cool. I've never seen these cards, honestly. 4 of 5. That's cool. I mean, dang, Upper Deck. It almost looks very Dufex-like. Wow. Wow. I'm blown away by a card from 1996 Upper Deck. That's cool, man. Like, that. I don't care who you are, man. That's a cool card. 19. Look at that. That's wild, man. That's a cool card. I think you only get like one of those a box either, too. So, just, I love being surprised when you open a box of this kind of stuff. You see something you hadn't seen before. Just fun. I mean, again, people, a lot of times, like, I get some comments from folks who are like, hey, like, you're going nuts over a card you can buy for 50 cents, or it's really not worth anything. I'm like, yeah, I know, but it's still fun to open products and see cards you've never seen before, and if they're really cool like that, it's fun to kind of geek out over those cards. That's what collecting's all about. It's not always about the money. No, looks like we got somewhere. There's the Mike Piazza base card. Cool card. Again, he might be saved. Okay, here's the Cal Ripken. So they have a Hideo Nomo, then here's a Cal Ripken highlight card. Now this set was issued over multiple series of cards. So the highlight card, you got so many in each series, or each Upper Deck product. So, yeah. So here is, oops, stuff's falling down over here. I'm trying to get a sleeve. All right, here we go. So again, it's a foil background. So again, Upper Deck did not have refractors or defects. They use a lot of etch foil. There you go. That is the Cal Ripken. So now we have the Hideo Nomo, kind of like special card. Now we got the special Cal Ripken Jr. So we probably should get, probably one more of these of predictors. So maybe we'll hit something cool. All right. So I really like the Hideo Nomo card. That's cool. Wish they'd have an Otani card like that. That would be pretty awesome. All right. We'll flip them here. Walt Weiss, Jeff Blauser, Mike Messina. I'm a big fan of Mike Messina. I think he is underrated as a big-time pitcher. It's just, I think it's funny. I think Messina, I think last year he won 20 games, and then he retired. So I think that's really cool for someone to do that, to just go out, go out on top, and no regrets. John Wetland. So we haven't hit any duplicates of like Frank Thomas. Faux show. Paul Wagner. Not the Pirate Wagner you would want to get, right? It's a cool card. Look at that. Sorry if I get it on camera. See, that's a great action shot. Helmet flying off, hitting the catcher, which today would be a 20-game suspension. So, pretty cool. I remember for a long time, because of Griffey and A-Rod, any Mariner rookie was always a big deal. I don't know if anybody remembers that. But like Jose Cruz Jr., they were like, oh my God, the next Griffey. And normally, there's another Jose Canseco. Normally that never happened. Like, you never got another Griffey. You just got another. A-Rod was his own thing. Yeah. Another Sparky Anderson manager card. Okay. So we're probably halfway through. Maybe a little bit more. So I'm a little nervous we're not going to hit the hot commodity, which would be kind of a bummer. It's never fun to open one, because in a lot of this journey, I'm not going to open more than one box for a lot of this stuff, right? I have close to 500 boxes to open to do the entire 90s wax box. All the wax boxes made in the 90s. So for products like this, I just can't. I don't have enough time. There's a little arrow to open to. Two boxes like this. There's Hideo Nomo. That's cool. It's a great looking shot. So Hideo Nomo has been definitely the winner in this whole box break. his cards have been the coolest. That's a really cool photo. Just for those who haven't seen it, that is a cool photo. And again, if you're a player collector, those kind of cards are awesome because they look cool and you don't have to pay hardly any money for them. So they're just cool. And I would say too that with these being borderless, easy to chip cards, I'm sure a PSA 10 isn't easy to get. So there's that. So if you wanted the other challenge you get in the PSA 10 version of it, then there you go. That would be a challenge. Tom Goodwin. There we go. Travis Fryman. There's another Waybogs. Rod Beck. Kenny Lofton. I kind of think he's going to make the Hall of Fame one of these days. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being crazy. Tim Raines. Mike McFarland. Awesome catcher for a lot of years. So, yeah. But it's funny to me, like, how Upper Deck, throughout the early 90s, would have, like, autographs. You had Mano Griffey. You had, Ted Williams and Hank Aaron. And like, and then in 96, when it started becoming much more in vogue, there's double Chris Hammond. That they got rid of the autographs in a product like this, right? They went with the traditional, just, cool insert. So that's just, I find that interesting that you could get autographs. I mean, even though they were amazingly hard to get, like, right? Like those old autographs, like 1 in 2 cases or something, right? That's because, they also overprinted this stuff like crazy. But again, it's like, yeah, you got one of those in every 2 cases, but you had a chance to get an autograph, right? Here, there is no chance. There's nothing. No autos to get. So, it's just interesting that it's almost like a digression. And I think also too, there's Olivero, and this is Dante Bichette. Yeah. It's not cool. I just like a portrait of him. And I think it's because Upper Deck just didn't read the room. They thought people just wanted a lot of inserts, and so and autographs are definitely a heck of a lot more expensive to probably get. But they didn't really realize that people wanted cool inserts that meant something and not just, a bunch of, like, I think Predictor's a good example of, you get a lot of them, you open a lot of this product, but is it something that people really wanted? Or would you be better off giving them a 1 in 5,000 chance at a autograph, or a bunch of these inserts that at the end of the day no one really wanted even back then? No one really wants a Pete Sherrick, Predictor card, right? Pretty sure even back then it wasn't a card that people were really excited about pulling. Andre Dawson as a Marlin. There's our first Griffey. Hey, look at that. It's around the back. Another Doug Drabeck weird batting pose. Jason Giambi. Skinny Giambi. That's just like, I just can't, rectify that this is Jason Giambi versus what he was like in his heyday. And we've got Best of Generation King Griffey Jr. There we go. A Griffey base card. I feel like, it's great that we actually pull a Griffey base card. All right, so pull these next stack of cards out of the way and stack them up precariously over here on my left. Or I have a bunch of other commons from other sets that I've been opening that I haven't gone through and decided what to do with them yet. Strange but true. All right, Pat Rapp. Always like that name, Pat Rapp. Alan Trammell. It's fun to see this set too because a lot of these guys were at the end of their career, like Alan Trammell, Lee Smith, Dennis Eckersley, and then you had guys like Griffey, A-Rod, Thomas, you know, kind of like the next generation taking over. So it's definitely like one of those sets where you see like an Eddie Murray card, an Alan Trammell card, and you know, like, you know, the next generation's coming for them. Phil Plantier. It's also fun to see like all these guys who are supposed to have been, you know, the guy, you know, and then it looks. I think we got another Hideo Nomo card. Look at Jimmy Navarro. Yep, we do. Look at that. Another one. Wow. 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 Okay, I'll quit saying that. Everyone's already super annoyed. I'll put it in the sleeve though. Still think they're cool looking cards. But, you know, I don't think there's that many in the set either. I think there's like 5 in the set total. Of these Hideo Nomo cards. Yeah, 5 of them. So, if you get 2 a box, I mean, obviously, yeah, these aren't rare at all. But they're cool looking. It's like one of those, like I'm doing the complete sets of the 90s. I would love to, you know, if I wasn't opening this kind of a product, I would have loved to have bought this set just to have this cool of a Hideo Nomo set to talk about. All right. What else we got? John Franco, Mike Stanley, Edgar Renteria, Eckersley. See, I think this guy could be a Hall of Famer too. I just think if you look at his stats, he played for a long time. Was really good for a long time at a key defensive position. I don't know. I think he could be one of those guys that sneaks in, guys. I just think he could. You know, I mean, if Harold Baines makes the Hall of Fame, then you gotta say, you know, a guy Edgar Renteria could definitely make the Hall of Fame. Who knows? Hall of Fame is a little bit of a popularity contest amongst players and writers. So, you know, if Renteria wasn't a popular player amongst writers and that kind of stuff, we may have a die cut, guys. I think we hit the hot prospect. I see it. Oh, it's right there. It's right there. All right. Move it to the back. Okay. All right. We hit the hot prospect, which is really cool. So we'll get rid of all these cards we've seen pretty much before. And all right. So we definitely want Frank Thomas or Griffey. So there's, I think, 20 or 30 cards. This is a big checklist. So it'll be tough to pull someone cool. I think we have it upside down. All right. Here we go. We got Kirby Puckett. All right. There it is. So let's talk about the card itself. It is still a cool card. So it's got the almost like flame foiling in the back. You've got the hot commodities. Sorry, I said hot prospects. It's hot commodities. But the part that I think was odd was they went with silver foil here, whereas the blue chips, this was blue. Now, could you imagine if this was like red foil? That would have looked so killer. But it's still a cool card. It is definitely the insert set that, obviously the diamond or the run producer card, or diamond producer card, they are, the chase, I guess, the one in 71. But you definitely want to get one of these in a box. Like, you definitely don't want to open this product and not get at least one hot commodity. And we got Kirby Puckett. Kirby Puckett's not terrible. Not bad at all. I just, obviously would have loved to get a Griffey. And what's going to make me want to do, obviously, is go out and find the Griffey, because I don't have the Griffey. I just, one of those card sets I haven't really thought of too much. You don't see it very often. I'm going to tell you. I see the same refractors for Griffey over and over and over, and some of them bring good money, but I see them almost every week on eBay. And I'm talking like most of them are graded. You don't see that card graded on, in a 9 or 10. And I wonder what the pop count is on that card, if it was, because you know, obviously being a die cut and foily, it's going to be a low pop count, I think, anyway. But again, it just showcases, you know, that Upper Deck could make some amazing cards. You know, when they put their mind to it, you know, they could really pump out a good product. Travis Fryman, Olerud, Cordero, Bip Roberts. Oh, another Vigil Olivero. And this is, I think, Mike Piazza. There you go. Yeah, is that Eric Karros with them? So, there you go. Kind of funny he has a little sword in the background there. Like holding milk or something. It's kind of a fun play. Because I think they're related. Lasorda and him are related. So it's kind of like, maybe that's what they're kind of making fun of. He's like a godson or something like that. I don't know. I don't know my Mike Piazza lore as much as I should. But I think they drafted Piazza as a favor to his dad, and yeah, Lasorda and him and his family know each other. All right, so we're down to 2 packs. We got Fred McGriff, Santiago, Jose Lima, Wilton Guerrero, Barry Bonds. All right, last pack. So, I mean, you know, you want the other big insert set, but you got 1 pack to do it. I thought we would get more predictors, honestly. It's a little disappointing there. I thought we would get at least, I thought they were 1 and 12, so I thought we'd get at least 3. So we did not release it unless there's one of this pack here. There's Tony Gwynn. I don't think we've seen Tony Gwynn. That's a cool Tony Gwynn. Ricky Patello, Otis Nixon, Mikowski. Nope, not get it. So there it is, guys. That's the box. So let's go back and see what we did. How did we do? I think we did pretty good. I think we did exactly how we should have done. This box came out pretty much how it, you know, should have came out. We'll go through the base first. We did pull the Griffey Best of Generation. Some Levon Hernandez rookie cards. Kind of cool. Best Generation Frank Thomas. A Cal Ripken base and a Frank Thomas base. So those will go in my kind of like Hall of Fame box here. VJ Olivero. This kind of like cool photography set. We got the Mike Piazza. Dante Bichette. I think the coolest one we got was this Hideo Nomo. That's just got a crazy cool photo. Tony Gwynn. Is he at a press conference? I don't know. And then 2 Jim Abbott's. I don't know. Not as big a fan of those. 2 predictors, Paul Wilson and Pete Shork. Probably as bad as you can do on those for sure. And then we got the Cal Ripken Jr. I think career highlights type card. Then we pulled these 2 really cool foily Hideo Nomos. I think those are by far the nicest looking, well, let's say, not the nicest looking, but by far the surprise of the box, how nice these look, because I've never really seen these before. And then we pulled one of the best inserts in the product, the Hot Commodities. We pulled the Kirby Puckett. Great design. Love this, you know, just a really cool insert design. Again, that's what Upper Deck was going for. To advertise right on the box die cut. So there you go. It's the box, guys. Hope you had fun with me. And I'll be doing more box breaks coming up really soon. Again, I got about 300 or 400 something more boxes to go before I'm done. So stay with me and we'll get through it together. And hope you had fun. I'll see you next time on Cards and Comics. Bye.